Hi and welcome to the Silverstone Museum YouTube channel, and today we're in for a bit of a treat. A car I wasn't expecting to talk about this morning when I came into work, and what a beauty. 2021 Aston Martin Formula One car. This car is pretty special. Not only was it used by Sebastian Vettel and Lance Stroll during the 2021 Formula One season to achieve Aston Martin's first podium finish at Baku in Azerbaijan that year, but it was also the car used by Felipe Drugovich for some testing. Jess Hawkins, the first female driver to drive a more current Formula One car, she tested this at the Hungaroring. It was also the car used by Luke Browning when he won his BRDC Autosport Young Driver Award. So it's a pretty special beast we've got here today. So let's get a closer look. If I bring the camera down, look at this front wing. Now I love the cars from this era because we get a chance to look at the aero in a different way. We don't have the ground effect in the same way. We're very much working on the air, traveling over the top and kind of almost through the car. These lovely, lovely wings. All these different plates in here. I love the fact if we get the camera in, you can see the little adjusters for the wing there, where the mechanics will get in and do that nice and quickly. That's why we've got a bright yellow high-vis marker there. You've also got little things like, if you look closely, we get Jess to get the camera right in here. You've got the little vents and the ducts just in here where you can see my finger is there. And you've got the air that will flow through and exit the S-duct just at the top here. If we bring the camera just around here, looking at the suspension wishbones and the steering arm, I love the way in which this carbon is sculpted. And if we just get the camera, I'm going to get Jess to get right in here, you can actually see the leading edge of the steering arm here is actually angled fractionally just up there to get the air to flow so well. There is such a lot of detail in these cars. 2021, of course, is the back end of the set of regulations for these cars. So the teams really were sharpening a razor blade, if you like, at this point. So the detailing that's gone on with them is absolutely brilliant. Loving the little pitot tubes. Already had some conversations with some of our visitors here at the museum about the pitot tubes there, taking the air in for data and bringing various things in. Got the lovely Pirelli tyres, and this is the bit that you don't see on Formula One cars today. Look at this. You have to be an aerodynamic genius to be able to explain what is going on. Looking at all these different louvres, different vents, the way in which all these things are directing air either under the car or around the car, causing different wakes and directing the air into different areas of the car. It's absolutely lovely to be able to get up close to this kind of thing. You can't see this kind of stuff normally. It's brilliant to be able to get up close to it. Another little detail, I know I talked about this on another video, I think it was with one of Lewis's Mercedes. These little Legality cuts we've got in the top here. So these are cut in so that you can actually see down right the way through to the floor, all the way through these. And it means that you can twist and get around the rules as best you can. The engineers in Formula One obviously very, very clever and finding ways to tweak and get around the rules as much as they can. Other little features, we'll just bring the car in here. Safety, obviously, absolutely vital nowadays. We've got the halo, which I know you can all see, but actually it's lovely to get up close to these. So we have the neutral button here. This is a button that the marshalling team can press, get the car into neutral, meaning you can get it clear of the circuit really easily. This is our electric warning light. So with our hybrid systems on the cars, if this is showing red, then we know not to touch the car or be very, very careful. And this one here is our medical light. That oscillates a light blue when the car's on. If there's a significant impact, this will flash almost like a strobe blue effect. And that means any of the marshals have to be very careful, call a doctor, and we get the doctor's team out to the car pretty quickly. Just going to get Jess to bring the camera right in here, and if I step out the way, you've got the original steering wheel on there. You've got the chassis plate just down here so we can see there. It's still got one of the driver's seats, original seats fitted to it. We've got the steering wheel here with the paddles. You can hear me clicking them there. Got the clutch pedal just underneath. And, you know, it's all there. It's brilliant to have something that is so, so special. We're just going to get the camera to come back out. Something a lot of people have said, and it's one of those things I kind of always, oh dear, really? But the paint, and I must say, I know everyone talks about the paintwork on this car. It does look pretty special. It's one of the things I kind of gloss over. pardon the pun there, gloss over and don't really pay much attention to, but actually this one does look pretty special. Another safety feature here, we've got the fire extinguisher pull on the outside of the car. There's one on the inside of the car as well, but that's there. Again, if there's a fire, the marshals will just pull that out and it will set an extinguisher off, hopefully extinguishing any fire, meaning we can work with the car quite safely. Just bringing the camera down here, looking at this floor. Again, all these little aero elements on the floor, and you've got the little cuts in here. There was a huge amount of development. If you go on and look at the way in which these cars from this iteration changed time and time again, these floor areas were a huge area of development. And you see different points. Some have got titanium leading edges, some have got different parts on, and you can see all these different areas here, ducting and moving air. And we just get the camera right into what we call the Coke bottle section of the car. You can see how we're trying to duct air around and over the top of the diffuser, and then obviously we've got the air coming out the back. I'm just moving the camera up here. Nice and obvious DRS actuator. Obviously got a 3-plane rear wing here with the main part and then the 2 sides. Slightly different today. We have that one-piece curved element that goes over the top. You can get in and you can see up close to all that suspension ducting here. And then if I move myself right the way round the back of the car, moving these bits, and just get the camera in here, you get to see the exhaust. You've got the crash box around the back here with the light, and you can even see up close. Something I noticed actually on watching the Grand Prix yesterday, you can actually see the little lights here, which show when the car is harvesting to warn drivers behind. Other little things, you've got the titanium edges on some of these bits here. Just get myself out the way so the camera can see, and you've got the diffuser under there. There's so much going on with these cars. An absolute beauty to get up close to. It's here at the Silverstone Museum, but it's only here for a short period of time. If you're here across the Grand Prix, you're going to be able to get up close to it, but it is only here until next Thursday. So if you're a visitor to the museum, you can get up close to this really special Aston Martin.